You're on pretty late, huh?
My mother-in-law wants to stay up and watch more shows, so I'm kind of stuck until she gives up. So it's been,
What kind of shows?
well, we watch a show with Jennifer and I and her first. We've been watching The Lincoln Lawyer recently. And then
Never heard of
when
it.
Jennifer goes to bed at 9:30, Effie wants to watch, she's watching The Blacklist with me.
Hmm.
There's about 9 seasons of that, but
Achieved
she
with
tends to want to stay.
CryEngine.
She used to want to go to bed at 10 o'clock. Now it's like 11 almost. It's like, but I figure, she's going to be dead in a year maybe, and I won't say, oh, I wish I played more Mechwarrior rather than be with my mother-in-law before she dies. So, I'm just making that choice consciously, knowing it's a better choice. And I'm thinking about maybe on one night a week or something, streaming at 7 until 9:15 or something, and then Jennifer could go to bed and I'll watch a show with Effie. If she can find something to watch with her, then I'd be done earlier and people could get on earlier that want to, on a different time zone.
I just got a new mech, the ice ferret.
Did you get that one like from the other night? Last night, I mean. What's
I
the
don't
build?
I don't know that build. I just have 5 heavy medium lasers.
You could watch the stream from last night.
I could. I think he had a large laser on his.
Just one large. He'd got 5 kills.
No, it was like a large and mediums, but I just have mediums.
Still probably pretty nasty, right?
hmm
Okay, starting the stream up and hang on. Making our group. Checking it twice. Gonna find out who's gonna get blown up and put on ice. Santa Mech is coming to town.
Warning. Warning. Main
Or if I have any
doors
more
opening. Please keep
words
your
on.
hands and
What's
feet
that?
inside the vehicle at all
Or if I
times.
have any loot
Stream
bags.
will begin
Oh, I do
shortly.
have loot bags. I got so many loot bags.
I have 102 supply caches. I guess there's no point in not opening them. I just feel like, gee, it's fun to have a whole bunch.
Oh, sure. Could just have like a whole stream of just
Just
opening
supply,
them.
yeah, play some jazz in the background or something.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Stream is going. What's the deal with the Mountain Dew hot dogs?
I don't know what that is. It looks terrible.
I wonder if it's fake.
Just looks like a bad time.
It's a bad idea. Like double the caffeine of a regular hot dog? Is that what that means?
Maybe you just love the flavor of Mountain Dew,
And Big Mac
but
yogurt?
you love the feel and the shape of a hot dog. And so it's the best of both worlds.
Maybe. The Big Mac
They call it
yogurt is
Dew Dogs?
obviously
They're called Dew
Photoshop.
Dogs.
Yeah, Mountain Dew dogs.
Mountain
It's
Dew
probably
Dogs.
photoshopped on there.
Yeah.
That's funny. I hope Crimson Eye shows up tonight because I need to apologize. I think we were a little hard on him with our koi recipes.
Koi sounds pretty good.
Well, evidently there's a real big superstition about eating koi in Malaysia.
It looks like the candy of the sea.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like it looks delectable. I guess it's fine if you cook it well, but it's not necessarily a great fish. So because it's part catfish, basically, is what it is,
Yeah.
or a bottom fish. Hey, Stalker. You would think
It's a
Mountain Dew
hot
would melt
dog.
the hot dogs, dissolve them, maybe. Yeah. I don't think so, Stalker, because by law, you only have to have 1 teaspoon of turkey slurry in a hot dog for it to be considered a turkey dog, turkey frank.
Maybe
By
it's just a
law,
regular hot dog.
turkey
A regular
slurry
hot dog that they
can include
inject.
feathers and bones and cartilage and basically anything you can grind up and squeeze out. Hey, McFish, come on over.
Could be a regular hot dog, but they inject it with Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Invites.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Invite to group. I'll give Corsair an invite.
Koopa.
I just sent you invite.
Do you think a hot dog's a sandwich, Stark?
A hot dog is not a sandwich. Oh, you mean like when it's made with a bun and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's an elongated sandwich. Definitely. It's a bologna sandwich.
Definitely.
Rolled up. Yeah, I definitely think it is. How you doing, McFish?
Okay.
It's not very convincing. When I was a kid at Thanksgiving and whatnot, I had fun taking a bite of turkey or whatever, and then take a quick drink of Mountain Dew. I would basically just dissolve my mouth. Seriously? Big filet mignon dinner? Ooh. And more s'mores? Wait a minute. Oh, I'm feeling for you. Here, I'll take a Tums for you. Here. Happen to have some. I'll just take a Tums for you. This will make me feel better about you. There. How come we're not getting a match with 3 people?
It's just the way it is.
Damn. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Tonight's going to be an extra special stream. Cylon Panzer. Cylon Panzer, you're not my Panzer Faust, are you? Are you a different Panzer? You started taking blood pressure meds? Wait, McFish, how old are you? 47. Oh, that's a special number, right? My body definitely started changing at 47, but I should probably... I'm not Panzer 66. Okay. They probably want me on blood pressure medicine, but I would rather lose weight than take blood pressure medicine, I think. And that would do the same thing. So I probably should start losing weight. I think the reason I have higher blood pressure is because I have too much distance to push the blood through all the different capillaries. Me too. That's what they told me 2 years ago when they wanted me to take blood pressure meds. But you didn't lose weight instead? It's hard to lose weight when you're older too. Like at 47, I could lose weight, no problem. So you probably could gain 3 pounds. Yeah, you must have inverted what they were saying. Gain weight? Yeah, I can gain weight for my health. Intermittent fasting evidently works pretty well. You know, Jennifer stops eating. She can eat whatever she wants until 15 to 65 pounds. It would not hurt me one bit to lose 80 pounds. 65 would be great, but I should get to it. But she stops eating at 5, and it's just a neat thing after 5. And that keeps her kind of at the same weight all the time. See, I'm like 280, so I should lose 65 easy. I think I'm pretty good at, pretty big boned generally. My frame's pretty stout. So at 210, 212, I'm fine and I look good. At I think I'm thinking 178 is what I graduated, my high school graduation weight was at, and then I looked like I worked out. I didn't. Well, I played the trombone. That takes a lot of breath control. Yeah, I need to lose weight. Let's tell you what, McFish. I'll make a deal with you right here, right now. One-time deal. First person. Am I going to do this? Yep. First person to lose 10 pounds. I'll weigh myself tomorrow. First person to lose 10 pounds
Reactor online.
gets what's something that doesn't cost us
Sensors
anything, but it'll be
online.
painful.
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
I thought we could give each other like gift certificates to McDonald's for a McFish sandwich, but that would be counterproductive to the goal. 10 pounds, first person gets movie tickets? No, that's
No,
so
you should do
expensive.
McDonald's. I want to see another drive-through stream.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we have to gift a mech, like a $15 mech.
Nah, McDonald's
Is
is
that a
better.
deal? So if you get to lose, that's not fair though, because you can lose it a lot easier than I can. But that's okay. I'll take the challenge. You probably have all the mechs anyway, so that's kind of dumb. I'm going to jump down here. Rotate without any disadvantage. Clan
Artillery
Annihilators.
strike online.
Target spotted.
Airstrike
Oh, are
online.
Clan Annihilators coming out? I kind of want to get our Stone Rhino, but I want to get the whole pack. That's like
Target
70
spotted.
bucks. I don't know if I should spend 70 bucks on mechs. I want the game to keep improving, though, and they're going to make another map. They deserve money for their next map, right?
Target spotted.
You're going to poke up here.
Did you say
red.
Clan Annihilator?
Well, Stalker said something about Clan Annihilator. I don't know if he's prophesying or he read something that talks about it. I
Like
don't know.
an Annihilator that's a clan mech?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
They're rotating around over there. Wow, he hit me jumping. That's pretty good.
Target spotted.
3% damage. I didn't think he'd even notice me over there.
Artillery strike online. Airstrike online.
He hit me again. Turkey
Rotata.
bomber.
Rotata potato.
Yeah, the two new legendaries are 2 Annihilators. One's Interferer and one is Clan with 5 Gauss.
Target
Seriously?
spotted.
Wow.
I'd love to have 5 Gauss. Although you can only fire 2 at a time.
Artillery strike online. Airstrike online.
They should have one with 6 Gauss.
We're just
Oh,
running
behind it.
away from them. I don't want to be the guy who's
You're the guy.
the end of their line.
You're the guy.
I'm the guy. He's the guy. Have you seen that movie?
Which movie?
Target
Um,
spotted.
What's it called now? It's Tom Cruise and Night and Day.
We need to get
I haven't seen that
You
one.
need to
Target
watch it. It's a great
spotted.
movie. Great movie. Your family would like it. It's a great movie.
Actually, I think my
Target
mom was
spotted.
just watching that a month or 2 ago.
It's really cute. It's an action, Tom Cruise kind of movie with Cameron Diaz and Tom Cruise.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
There's a lot of guys right there. A
Yeah,
lot of
there are.
action happening.
Target spotted.
Artillery strike online. Airstrike
I'm taking a lot of heat from
online.
these guys too. Come on, baby. Why are they winning?
Target
Because
spotted.
they're better.
Maybe. Maybe not.
The enemy has started to chip away at us.
Target
Stay
spotted.
frosty.
We got to stay frosty here. That's what's going to need to be happening.
Stay
Artillery
frosty.
strike online. Airstrike
Stay
online.
frothy.
Ouch. Get down,
Center
get down.
torso,
Oh,
critical
darn
damage.
My center is open up.
it. Mine too. They just hurt me
Doesn't feel
bad. They
good.
hurt me bad, Pa.
Target spotted.
I gotta get out of here.
Gotta get
Target
out of
spotted.
here. I gotta get out of here.
I don't like being up here. I'm going down.
Target spotted.
Oh, there you are, Derek.
You just ran right by me, didn't you?
Yeah, in the rainbow ice ferret.
Yeah. Do you like it so far?
Target
you know?
spotted.
It's all right. I think the
Airstrike
paint job is really
activated.
cool.
They killed me. They killed me, Mal. Just can't stop the signal.
Down.
That's
Don't
not
let the
good.
hostiles take down any more of you.
The clan annihilator should at least have 4 lasers.
Oh no. I don't like it. I don't like it, Dark. I don't like the looks of things.
Things are not shaping up the way we'd hoped. I did 480
Right
damage.
torso, critical
479.
damage. Left torso
I certainly did my
destroyed.
part.
This is fine.
Left
Everything's
arm
My
fine.
destroyed.
part appears to be not nearly enough,
Jaws of
however,
defeat are closing in around
to
us.
kill a flea.
Down I
Uh-oh, We're
go.
falling down fast. Is McFish the only one alive? Take them all, Fish. That's the last thing they'll expect.
Incoming missile. Left arm destroyed. Rolling incoming missile.
Target spotted.
Left torso critical.
Warrior, respond. This is
Good try,
Clan
guys. Thanks for
Command.
the drop.
Respond.
Respond. We cannot respond because we are dead.
We failed to respond.
Heaviest I've seen is negative 270. Oh, wait. 270. It's about 270. Okay. 2 legendaries, 2 nihilers. Yeah, the only for 2 at a time makes Mech sound really weird. Yeah, if you can do 5. Nine medium lasers with no ghost heat. That's something. Yeah, that is something. Okay, well, I didn't embarrass myself, but I didn't get any kills. After the new 7 mech behemoth mechs, I'll have 1,003 mechs. Cylon Panzer? Seriously? Do we need to do an intervention?
That's a lot of mechs.
That's a lot of mechs. Like, you could play for 3 years almost and not go through all your mechs if you do one a day.
I'm almost at 50 mechs.
I have more mechs than I should have or deserve. I'll tell you, I have a lot of mechs. Because I just bought a lot of packs because I wanted to support the game. All 403 mechs. That's right.
Do you have every type of mech?
No, but I have most. Most of the main ones, anyway.
I feel like you should have one of each mech.
I don't, but there's some I won't ever run.
Unless you
I think I
get
just
a
gave
mech of
Cylon
death.
Panzer an idea to run a different mech every day for 3 years. You might
Unless
have to buy
you
a
get
few
mech of
more.
death.
I have one of each. One of each. Wow, you might have to buy a few more just so you can go through a full year without running the same mech twice. If I thought I was a bad pilot then, think how bad I'd be. I mean, now, think how bad I'd be then if I was just in a different mech every night. How many of them are skilled up, Panzer? Hey, Tish. Good to see you. They're all skilled up? Okay, it is intervention time. Absolutely. wonder what Corsair's doing. I sent him an invite. So, Swimmy, are you interested in doing the comp this year? Competition?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So, I was going to wait till more people get here to talk about it. And I mentioned this is going to be a super exciting stream. So, I've got a little, something to tease about that. But the competition, we can talk about it again, is I don't know if I can do it. So, I'm trying to figure out if I can or not. We kind of have to start forming teams on Tuesday. We don't have to right then, but it opens up for that. And then it's every, I think the competition nights are August 17th through the 1st of September. So it's like a month and a half on Thursday nights and Saturday nights. And I was thinking, I talked to Jennifer, and if I can do it, I don't know if I could make all of the Thursday night ones, but you can have 12 on a team, it's 8v8, so you can have 4 alternatives. And so I could miss a couple and be fine, I'm sure. And then I thought we could maybe get together and practice on Tuesday nights, and I could go from 7 to 9 or something like that. We could do it earlier so people don't have to stay up so late. And on the nights that we have the comp, we could do 7 to 9 or 7 to 9:30 or 10 or whatever it goes on those. Actually, kind of depends. I would probably have to stop at 9 or 9:15 because I'd have to watch something with Effie at 9:30 so Jennifer can go to bed. But you guys, if we had another alternative, you could keep going. I was with Lore 228, CWI Team 48 and 99. There's teams called 48 and 99. And that guy doesn't. Oh, I don't like replacing stuff either. Is there a Team 1? Like, I would want to be on Team 1.
Could we name ourselves Team 1?
I would think so, but we've gone in as DHB's Ghostlands before.
DHB 1.
DHB Ghostlands 1. So, anyway, if we have enough interest, we could just do it. Or just, if I can't do it, you guys could all band together and do it. I'm hoping I could be an alternate, maybe come in on a few nights or something. But it was fun to train. It was fun to drop, and I'd like to do it again. It just, for me, it's complicated just because of Effie. And Thursday nights are hard for me because Jennifer and her brother comes down on Wednesday evening and takes
Reactor online.
her home
Sensors
to her house
online.
here in town.
Weapons online.
Spends the night with her Wednesday and Thursday night. So
All systems.
Wednesday night
nominal.
and Thursday night are her only,
Commander
and
Warrior,
really
capture resources and
Wednesday night and
service
Thursday,
clean of
day
any
and night,
enemy.
is really our only day break per week that we can just do something we want to do and get out of town if we want to or something like that. Swimster, little raven.
Yeah, I just got this raven.
Do you have
That's what
like skeleton spindly legs there? They look like skeleton legs. Are those skeleton
kinda-
legs?
It kind of looks like a neon light,
I
almost.
don't know. It looks kind of skeletal.
It does look skeletal. I should probably be taking this.
Yeah, you're supposed to be scouting or something fancy, aren't you?
Oh, I fell down.
Oh my gosh, you're a raven pilot.
We've captured
How embarrassing.
Gamma. We
So
have
embarrassing.
And how are you qualified to run that thing exactly? Can you remind me?
I'm not. I accidentally got lost and just ended up in
Online.
here.
Airstrike online.
So I just went with it. I couldn't open the door. It was locked on the other
Oh
side.
man. That was where? In your house?
No, in my mech.
Oh, in your mech. Okay. Help, help. I can't get out of the bathroom.
Target spotted.
Yeah, I was looking for the bathroom and I ended up in this mech.
Oh, I gotta start my... I forgot. Let's go
Target
here.
spotted.
Performance.
Target spotted.
FPS.
Target spotted.
Settings.
Target spotted.
Whoa.
Target spotted.
Whoa.
Artillery strike
Target
online.
spotted.
There we
Airstrike
go.
online.
Oh, I also need recording on too. Instant replay's on. Great. I did an update to my graphics drivers, and every time I do that, it turns stuff off. Now my frames per second are... What? It turned it off again. Why does it do that?
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Oh well, guess I don't get them. Deal with it later. I'm going over here. It's a bad idea.
Target spotted.
Watch how bad it is. Yep, will do.
Target acquired.
At least I woke him up.
A good start.
Let's get over here.
Keep holding the
Left
resource
arm
point, warrior.
critical.
I want to get out of here.
Don't block me,
Hellbringer.
man. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here.
Gamma 7 is about to be a bloodbath.
It's a bad spot to be.
Artillery strike
Target
online.
spotted.
Airstrike online.
Maybe you could swing around. 6.
It's all everywhere I am is
Oh
a bad place to
god,
be.
yeah, it's bad.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
I'm jumping down. This is not a good habitat.
Need assistance.
Artillery
For my
strike
humanity.
online. Airstrike online.
Do you mind if I hide behind you?
They are a quarter of the way there. Do not
Target
let
spotted.
them push ahead.
Target spotted.
My mouse is still too sensitive. There we go.
Artillery strike
Thanks.
online.
Target
There
spotted.
was somebody over
Airstrike
here. Where'd he
online.
go?
Need assistance.
Artillery strike online.
Target spotted.
Airstrike
Target
online.
spotted.
Kill.
Oh no. Somebody hit me in the back.
Target
Ah, I'm
spotted.
dead.
Way there.
Target spotted.
You don't need that back armor.
I need that structure though.
Details, details.
Oh yeah. Yep. There it comes. Oh yeah. Right in the butt.
Where's the Gauss guy?
Target
Gamma
spotted.
is theirs.
Crossing.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Left torso critical damage.
Target spotted.
Left torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed. Heat sink destroyed. Right leg
Target
critical
spotted.
damage. Right arm critical damage. Heat level critical.
Ow.
Target acquired. Right torso.
Ah, they killed me. Yeah.
Our
Field trips,
foes
field
are
trips. Yeah, the
halfway to victory.
field trips.
Target
I
spotted.
streamed going to get a McFish sandwich. It turned out to be a disaster. Because I aim to under-deliver and
Torso
over-promise
critical damage.
entertainment on my
Heat
stream.
sink destroyed. Right torso critical damage. Ultra autocannon ammo destroyed. Left torso destroyed.
Gabriel Tang. We're dying. McFish, it's up to you again. This is within reach, though. You are missing some appendages, but details.
They're not important.
No. You still have your weapons.
Heat level critical.
Nice.
Right torso
Nice.
destroyed.
Oh, there went some of your
Laser
weapons.
destroyed. Heat sink destroyed.
95% of the resources.
Target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Left arm destroyed. Override shut down. Heat level critical. Center.
I'm moving my head back and forth, kind of bobbing, trying to help you dodge. McFish, doing all I can here on
McFish, watch out. Oh, you're down.
Never mind.
Oh. I tried to warn him.
I know. I'm sure he appreciates that. I don't know what he'd do without us, frankly.
Where would he be without us?
Where would he be? Well, probably a lot better off.
Probably
Truth
on
be
top of
told.
the world.
Probably 6 kills instead of only 3, and 1,500 damage instead of 923. Queeb did pretty well too.
I
Yeah,
think
he'd live
it's
longer.
time to run a big boy. Should I run a big boy or
Yeah.
a really big
Do you want me
boy?
to get into something big too? I'll get into something big.
Could
I'll get into my
do
Night Star. Hey, Kakia, welcome.
Night Star.
I do like my Night Star.
I don't have a Night Star.
You would like this. It's got lots of DACA and for days.
But I have a Hawk of War.
You do have a Hawk of War. Is it made into a chicken?
I should. Well, it doesn't really have the same nose as the direwolf has. It's a little... I don't know. I could maybe see it being a cow.
A cow?
Or maybe like a pig. But not a chicken. I already got a chicken.
Here it is. It's all black with a little bit of red, just to let them know there's blood about to happen. This is McFish's favorite mech for damage, just sheer brute force. Or most, maybe it's not his favorite to play, but it's his favorite, highest scoring, I guess he said. Something like that. I'm probably twisting his words. It's getting better? His average is approaching 1K on it. Wow. I have an average on this mech too. I don't want you to think that McFish is the only one that has an average on his Night Star. I have an average too.
My average is pretty average.
My average is probably sub-average, or below average, but it's still... Just the point is that he's not the only one with an average. Where's Drax? He should be here with us. Dying. Where's Corsair? Corsair is playing. What's the deal? Who's he playing with? Maybe they're down there with Maelstrom. I should go see what's going on down there. Who's in control around here? Oh, that would be nobody. Do do do. Do 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 do. It's nice of them to make a mech slightly better for a change. I know they buffed mechs, but not the ones I'm usually in. Good news. I have people coming to help paint the hull tomorrow. I think I mentioned that, Stormy, if you wanted to come meet some nice people that are about your age. I think some of them graduated this year and some will graduate next year. Super nice people.
Where'd they graduate from?
Springfield High School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they buff the mechs that I don't run and they nerf the ones that I do. $964 damage per match. That's crazy pants. They're coming at 9 in the morning. Come and have fun, and we'll feed you pizza. I know it's tempting, isn't it?
It's very tempting.
Just be honest.
I do love pizza.
What? I know it's not like you could just get your own pizza, but if somebody offers you pizza, suddenly it's like, come to me.
Oh yeah, it's like buying pizza is one thing,
Yeah,
but
but
free
someone
pizza.
giving you pizza, that's really powerful. 2 critical slots. So I could put like a... Could I put an ECM in it? Do I have ECM in it now? I don't remember what's in it. I just remember that I often like it. Yeah, you have it already. See? Yep, there you go. So yes, the answer is yes, you can. What else can I put in it? More ammo? Or more... is there something else I could put in that would be nice? 1 ton of ammo for each one. Kakia, you could come over here and sync with us directly, you know. They say we're getting rid of the hands, so probably... Wait, does it have hands on it? I haven't really looked at it that closely. I just figured it's a mecha. Jump in, do the damage, move on. Take a beating, move on. How come we're not getting a mat? Last game for the night. All right. Good hunting.
I know why we're not getting a drop.
Why?
No free pizza.
I'm willing to provide pizza.
Provide pizza to any Mechwarrior player
Who will drop
who
with
drops
me.
with us.
Yeah. I figure if I raise the stakes high enough, they'll be willing to die over and over again for pizza.
I mean, anyone would die for pizza.
One death per slice, basically.
One death per pie.
It's what I like to call your own little slice of heaven, where you die and you get to eat the pizza, and then you die and you get to eat some more pizza. This is taking a long time. What's the deal here? Jessica's boyfriend is coming from Virginia tomorrow night. All the way from Virginia. Virginia. Have you seen...
That's crazy.
Have you seen John Carter, the movie John Carter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I wouldn't want to have to tell your parents to raise you all over again. 50, welcome. Virginia, yep. That's such a good movie. It's such a ripoff that they had to ruin it marketing-wise, and then we'll never get another one. It would have been so great to have 3 or 4 of those babies. I think he has 6 books.
I think he's got like a dozen books in that universe, but the movie could have been better.
The movie, okay, how would you like it to have been better? I'm not saying it's perfect, but what stuck out to you is you wish it had been different.
So in the book, they maintain 2 possible realities. One is the guy is dreaming, and the other is he really got to Mars. In the movie, they do away with that entirely. There is no doubt as to what's going on.
Okay. I don't care. That's fine. That's a small quabble. I would probably like it either way.
Also, the plot diverted quite largely.
Having not read the book until... Oh, gosh, did I read the book? I think I got the book. I think I read it, but I don't remember what differences there were.
You can get it free on your Kindle right now.
Yeah, I should get it.
Or 10 years ago.
Or right now, or 10 years ago. I'll check it out, because I'm reading the Lensman series right now. I'm almost done with that, and that'll be my 3rd time reading that in the last 50 years. And that was written around the same time. I think it was written in the 30s. So John Carter's actually a little earlier. And pretty much everything in Star Wars or most other sci-fi movies and books and TV shows have stolen either a little bit or very heavily from those 2 authors, E. Doc Smith in the Lensman series and the John Carter or the Princess of Mars, Edgar Rice Burroughs stuff.
It's all because of John Carter that we have the legendary Jar Jar Binks.
You know, I hate to say it, but that's probably true. There's probably some truth there. Not a lot, but a little bit. The Lensman series is really fantastic.
Online.
That was the
Weapons
inspiration
online.
for Jedis and for
All systems nominal.
telepathic communication and mind control and planetary objects crashing into planets to destroy them, and beams of destruction that can destroy planets, multi-dimensional space-time, and just all sorts of stuff.
All I remember about the Lensman series is they would add suffixes to the weapon names, and they would all of a sudden become much better.
Yep.
So they would have to add suffixes to the shield names.
Yeah, but it worked, didn't it? Huh? Yeah, they got better. I think the cool thing about the Lensman series was there's this whole genetic engineering by super intellect aliens that were fighting other super intellect aliens, and their answer to destroy the bad alien super brains was to raise up species all across the galaxy that was it's definitely genetic engineering breeding kind of theme, but they bred these super minds that culminates in a family that has just the right genetic makeup that you wouldn't have known until they actually had kids, that these kids were the offspring, and then those 5 kids, the son and the 4 daughters, became this super weapon that were able to mentally destroy the super intellectual aliens. It's pretty cool.
Online.
Target spotted.
So, Dark, just so you know, we don't have the budget to make anything like that, okay? So no super weapons in the inner sphere, okay?
I was going to do that for my stream, is come up with like some psycho weapons. My stream's a little psycho anyway. How you doing?
I'm okay. Been eating jello and pudding the last couple days.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Can you drop with us for a little bit when we come back out?
Yeah, I just hit a match right now, so I'll try and get out as fast as I can. Shouldn't be hard.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Online. Heat level critical. Heat level critical.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Let's see, where should I... Whoops. Guess I should go there.
Airstrike online.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
I was just shooting. I don't know if I was hitting those guys or not. Seemed to suppress them somewhat. They were so far away I couldn't tell if I was really hitting them. Oh, you'll do.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Right torso critical damage.
Oh, they killed me. I didn't realize where they were hitting me. I thought it was just the right side. Yeah, I hardly did any damage at all. I must have been shooting the buildings by them or something. That was pretty abysmal.
Affirmative. Target spotted.
It was almost exactly the same as McFish's average score, minus
Target
1 decimal
spotted.
place.
Target spotted.
So instead of 900 and
New
some damage,
target
I was at
acquired.
93.
Need assistance.
I shouldn't actually be
target
a Mechwarrior
acquired.
pilot.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Is McFish in his? I should go see what McFish is in.
Heat level critical.
He sometimes runs
New
the same thing
target.
I'm in just to remind me how bad I am.
Watch the Arctic Wolf above.
No, he's in Hunchy.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Heat
Target
level
spotted.
critical. Target destroyed. Heat level critical.
Who's next?
Step on over.
You still alive, Dark?
No, I died. I
Oh.
did horribly and then was killed to punish me for it. I was shooting. I thought I was hitting stuff, but I was not. So I was just shooting a bunch of rounds just to get their attention, I guess.
Ooh,
There's a
we
lance and a
have-
half somewhere.
Yeah.
I see stuff shooting. Oh, there he goes.
A little slow
Just
there.
missed. Just missed him.
You need some more PPCs on that thing.
I can't. I can't do anymore.
If you took a leg off, could you put some more PPCs on it?
If
Hey,
I
Gunfire,
add any
you're
more
welcome.
if I add more PPCs, it's gonna overheat like a hot pocket.
Uh-oh. Wouldn't want that.
Don't want to overheat. Oh, what do we have here? I just can't
Oh.
twist.
Maybe he'll come
Come
after
on.
you if you're lucky.
Charlie
I think he's going to go on your left down low. He's going to work around. there.
Possibly, but I'm gonna cut him off.
I
He's
saw
way
him. He's going
faster
Charlie
than
4.
you're going
He's
to
got
get
like
there.
the Charlie 5, Charlie
Doesn't
4
matter.
line.
Yeah, I think he'll be over there somewhere. Yeah, there he is. There, yeah, right.
Target acquired.
Can you zoom in more?
Heat level critical.
There you go.
Target destroyed.
There you go. Good work, guys. Good work, guys. Thanks for the drop.
Okay. I'm out of my match.
How you doing, Gunfighter? So, Phelan got here first. We're going to get him in. Can you sync?
No. Oh, no.
No?
I'm busy canning.
You're canning? What are you canning?
I have 8 pints of squash in the cooker now,
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
and I've already canned up a couple freezer quarts of puree.
I didn't know people canned squash at all. That's like news to me.
you can can anything, Dark.
I suppose that's true, but not that you should can anything, right?
Canned pizza.
Camming. He's webcamming squash.
Canned ham and eggs.
Canned spam.
Canned spam.
I love spam.
You could
Spam's
probably
so
can
good.
a whole turkey dinner, right?
Yes, you can.
I see what you did there.
Of course, it's not usually in the same can, but you know.
Oh, those are
You
little
got-
hands there.
You got canned cranberry sauce, and you got canned.
Jennifer makes the best homemade cranberry sauce. Oh my
Just
gosh.
take all the
It's
Thanksgiving
chunky
ingredients.
and tart and really flavorful.
No, the thing about canning the
Strawberry
squash,
jam.
right?
Yeah.
You have to add some apple vinegar into it
Why?
to keep
Mind
the
you.
bacterias from growing.
Doesn't canning kill the bacteria in the first place?
Nope.
When you boil it?
Okay.
You don't
let's
have-
slim down.
It's you have to use the acid to keep the bacteria from growing. You know, like botulism and things.
No, I understand that, but my understanding was with canning, like peaches and pears and things like that, beans or whatever, you boil it, that kills everything, and as long as it's sealed, it doesn't grow back.
Beans.
And you can put sugar in there too, like a peach syrupy or pear syrup juice.
Well, like you said, you're putting in sugar and salt, but you don't usually do that with a squash, right?
Yeah. But
Because
bacteria likes sugar, right?
It's the salt usually that gets put into things, right? But
as a preservative,
Yeah,
sure. Now, all I'm
really
asking,
want that.
Gunfighter, is why do you have to? If you're canning something, you usually boil it for a certain amount of time to kill all the bacteria in it, and then it's sealed, and so bacteria can't get in to grow. So why do they have to put the apple cider vinegar in there?
You don't got to put a lot in it, but you have to put some in it, and it's because they've found some of the bacterias, unless you're pressure canning, right?
That's all I've ever known.
If you're doing a water bath canning, you have to put the vinegar in.
I'm sorry. My mom didn't just pressure can. She used the water bath in the jars, and then when it would, I think she would leave the lids, put the lids on when it was done, and then it would get cold and they'd pull down tight as they contracted the air inside, and they were done. Put the caps on, of course, but she never had to put preservatives in the canned stuff that I'm aware of. Maybe I'm just wrong. So I'm just trying to learn what the deal is here, because I've never heard of putting anything in as a preservative for canning stuff.
Okay, to make your puree, you boil your squash, right? Are you with? You
Yeah.
boil the squash, and then you puree it, right? And then you put it in the jars. You put the lids on the jars.
Yeah.
And then you cook them in a water bath, or you pressure cook them. But for some reason,
Something.
you got to put that in there. Otherwise, you'll get the little bacterias and stuff. It's a small chance, but you know.
Oh, okay. So it's more preventative than just in case there's not a good vacuum seal.
I mean, like my green beans, I put salt in the green beans. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but isn't that more for flavor?
No, it's more to keep it preserved
Okay.
and to keep like I said, to keep the bacteria from growing and stuff. Depending on what vegetable it is, right?
Yeah.
And like tomatoes, no issues with adding anything
Because
to
they're
it.
real acidic.
Because they're acidic, yes. And your fruits, right? A lot of your fruits are also acidic. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just, I really don't get it myself, but I've only had a few things canned that's ever gone bad. And that was peppers, hot peppers, and that was because they eat the top out of the can, out of the lid. They eat the lid away
Oh, wow.
because they were so acidic. And while they were eating the lid away, you know, you were getting the the metal in there.
Yeah.
So you know that's the only bad things I've ever had to ever canned. But I learned how to get over that one. You put it in olive oil. You put olive oil on it. That way, the olive oil keeps the acid from eating the lids out.
Oh.
But you know, it's a lot of it has to do with how long you plan on keeping it, etc., etc.
Right. Right.
I mean, I'm out of lids now, so after this, so I'm going to have
I've never
to use.
personally canned anything. My mom used to do it all the time, you know, when we were younger. I think mainly to
Well,
save money and
there's about I got about 2 bushel of squash out there,
wow.
and I got to preserve them somehow.
Then what do you do with pureed squash? Is just like a
Okay,
sauce?
you ever have squash bread, zucchini breads, or whatever?
Zucchini bread, yeah.
Okay, there you go. You got some zucchini bread there, or you make squash pies. You know, you make it kind of like a pumpkin pie.
Okay.
Make squash pies, zucchini breads.
Did they come out of your own garden?
Hi.
Did they come out of your own garden, or did your
Yeah,
sisters bring it? Or?
the girls growing.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, I got tomatoes, but not a whole lot of them. You know, only 8 or 10 a week or so.
Yeah.
Got some green beans and I got some peppers today, hot peppers and sweet peppers.
I'm a sweet pepper guy, not a hot pepper guy.
It depends on what I'm making. I mean, I love my jalapenos and my habaneros.
No.
Weapons online.
I mean, I love my red peppers and
A
stuff.
lot of people really do like hot stuff. I just don't.
Well, you don't have to eat it. I'm not saying you got to eat
They're
it.
pretty to look at.
And then I got some peppers up dryings to make red pepper out of. You know, like the crushed red pepper that you get at Pizza Hut or whatever.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, because I can just put a little bit on. I don't mind a tiny bit.
But I've got a bag of those hanging to dry that are drying out. You know, sometimes I'll dry out my sweet peppers and stuff like that as well.
If you guys don't freaking get out of my way, I'm gonna shoot you.
Can't believe you shoot people.
Yeah, absolutely. They're in my way.
That's what I'm here for. Not going to hesitate when there's an
Target
opportunity.
spotted.
Heck no.
I was going to do them in the quart,
Airstrike.
but most of the
online.
recipes call for a pint. You know,
Oh, so it'd be easier to have them in smaller jars. Yeah.
I mean, I got lots of quart jars and stuff laying around.
Target spotted.
And some things I can reuse lids and stuff. You know, but I'm not
Target
going to do it for a
spotted.
squash because the squash isn't acidic and it doesn't have the stuff in it that would protect it if there's a leak or
Yeah.
anything.
I like canned pears.
Oh yeah, I've got pears
And I
canned.
generally like canned peaches too.
I've got a few quarts of canned
Small
pears
section
left
is right.
in my
Gets
neighbor's
me on the left
Target
flank.
spotted.
the Bartlett pears.
Yeah.
The old Bartlett.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, when he died, got new neighbors
Need
now. And they got
assistance?
pear trees.
Let's get up the
Target
hill.
spotted.
Airstrike online.
You know, they just
Up the hill, up the hill, up the hill.
pear
Need
tree down
assistance?
because they didn't like the
Woo!
all the bugs are attracted
Target
to sweet
spotted.
things,
Yeah.
and the sticky on the on the tree and the stuff like that.
Target
they just didn't like
spotted.
that.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
I don't know.
Get up.
Airstrike
you.
online.
People nowadays just don't understand about these things.
There's a hatchet man
yeah.
dropping in over there.
You know what I mean? They don't understand how to take care
Target
of stuff.
spotted. Target spotted.
They don't know what they've got.
Fish.
Airstrike online.
Target
I mean,
spotted.
and
Target
that was
spotted.
a good, nice Bartlett pear tree. And
Pushing or not.
they get bushels of pears out of it every year. And it's like you got fresh fruit sitting right there. You know. But, they're morons.
Airstrike online.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
And
Target acquired.
just like this past week, I've been out of power 2 days.
Target spotted.
Critical.
Almost got flooded out. I think we got 10 inches in the past in 3
Target
days.
spotted.
Left torso critical damage. Warning incoming missile.
We're gonna get slaughtered again. Darn it.
Warning incoming
It's
missile.
fine, Dark. Don't worry about it.
Need
I just wanted to
assistance.
win something now and then.
Target spotted.
Are you doing 5?
These guys are taking me apart.
You can still win best effort.
I know, right?
Destroyed.
Are you doing MW5 or
I'm
what?
down. No, Mechwarrior Online.
Oh,
I
okay.
only just did 250 damage, 257.
Well, that ain't too.
No,
Awful.
I should be able to do 500-600 this thing pretty easily.
Well, what thing are you driving?
This night
New
star,
target acquired.
DACA.
Warning
The what?
incoming.
It's a night star with DACA. Lots of DACA.
Left arm
Wait a minute.
critical damage.
You did
Left
250 in a,
torso
in a
critical
night star.
damage.
Yeah.
Large pulse laser
Oh, okay.
destroyed.
I thought you were driving like
Heat
a.
sink destroyed.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
A what? No, I'm in a big assault.
Left torso
Yeah, I know
destroyed.
what night star is. What kind of dock are you running?
What is it? 10s and 5s or 4 5s? Ultras? Ultra 5s?
Heat level critical.
I don't know. You're the one driving.
I'm not. I don't remember. I don't look at it. I just jump in it and play. I don't memorize all the different builds because I have 400 mechs and I only play about 20 of them. But I don't remember. It's like I don't know. I don't look at that. I just start shooting.
Well, I figured you'd look at it when you.
I mean, you know what's really dumb, Gunfighter, is that every night we watch these different shows on our projector screen with my wife and my mother-in-law, and they're all on different channels. They're like you on Hulu or Netflix or maybe Paramount or Apple TV or whatever. And because it's just this mess of thousands of shows on all these different things. I come the next night and I go, now, which one was that? Which platform was that on? And I don't remember from night to night often. And it's like, there's just too many of them to keep track of. And we're not watching just one show. So, we go from channel to channel, depending what show Effie wants to watch or whatever. And I just don't pay attention enough. And it's not an important part of my life to keep track of. So I just ask Jennifer what it is. And sometimes she remembers. Usually she does. Sometimes not. Sometimes we have to go look. But you'd think I would just remember. When I was younger, I would have just always remembered.
Well, when we were younger, there were only 3 friggin' channels.
I know, right? There was like 13, but only 3 worked. That's right. I don't make my own builds, so whatever people give me is what I play. That's right. And I don't really. I just
Well, like
I
said,
know what's in
think-
my Hellbringer. It's got the 2 large and then the ER mediums, and my Timberwolf's basically the same thing. And I have a
But what
Splatmere
I'm
that's
saying-
got AC10s, I think, in it, 4 AC10s.
I
Or Ultra
figured when you
AC10s.
got in the
But
machine,
honestly, I don't know if they're Ultra AC10s or just AC10s. I
you
don't
would
know.
look at it. You would look at it and say, okay, these are AC20s, so I need to get close to shoot. Or, oh, these are AC2s.
Well, I
so
look at that when I get in. After I fire a few rounds, I go, oh, I better check the range.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I was saying. Well, what's in it?
Yeah, I
know?
remember it was a big deal when you could get 4 channels. And then like PBS or the public channel was that on 11 or 13 or something?
It depends on where you're at.
Well, years ago, right? It was like a UHF. It was the UHF
It
channel.
As I said, it depended on where you was at.
Oh, really? Because mine was always like way up there on the top of the dial.
My PBS channel when I was young was 8.
Oh.
However, independent stations were like 27 or 30.
We didn't have that many channels. We only had the 13, the 12, and the UHF or whatever it was.
Like I said, the UHF, that's up there at channel 30 and stuff.
But your dial said 30 on it?
Okay, you go to your UHF channel on 13,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that's your UHF, and then you go to your UHF channel, and I think it went from like 15 to 50 or something.
We
like
didn't have that. We had one UHF channel. It was like
Well, no,
you went to
you
UHF
got-
and there it was. There wasn't another dial or anything.
You got your second dial.
No,
right?
we didn't have 2 dials on our TV. I got to go look at old TVs now.
I mean, my old tube type TV.
Maybe I'm wrong. It's been so long, I just don't remember.
I mean, my old tube type had that. Yeah, we had ABC.
Maybe there was
ABC,
2 channels.
PBS.
Maybe I'm totally wrong. I haven't
And
looked at
then
one
there
of these
was
for so long.
the PBS.
These are showing TVs with 2 dials. I thought there was a volume knob and a channel knob on our TV.
Well, some of the older TVs like that. I mean, you know, from the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, we would have had a newer one than that, though. Like, I can remember watching, you know, in black and white when I was like 6 or 7. So that'd be 1966, because I was born in 60.
Yeah, well, I was born in 65, so.
Wish I knew what our TV was. I mean, I don't really care, but.
I mean, I could go over to the house over there and go upstairs. And
You're right, though. There's this other knob with all these other things on it. We just never had anything to watch on any of those.
Well,
so it probably was just set on whatever, like 28 or something like that, and then it just stayed there, and you just turned it to the UHF main channel.
That's probably what you did.
Yeah.
But no, I had this old, this way old TV that was black and white up in my room, and it was a tube type, and it'd pop some tubes and stuff. But so I would go to the junkyards and hunt for tubes.
Remember when they came out with the miniature TVs? They were all cool. They were like the 6-inch, 9-inch screens and 6-inch screens, and we all thought it was so cool to have a little portable TV.
Oh, I remember hearing about that. I didn't see one until the 80s.
Here's a little one, I think, right here.
I mean, I remember the 12-inch, you know, the little 12 inches.
Yeah, there were some small ones that came out that were just, they were kind of like, you know, you get the low grade LCD displays now that you can get for really cheap. They're not any good, but they're super cheap. It's kind of that kind of thing. The TVs weren't very good, but they were super cheap compared to, you know, a full size one.
I mean,
Underloading had a 6-inch TV.
You know, the old solid states in color.
Oh yeah.
It was like, whoa, wow.
I remember when I bought
25-inch. We got this 25-inch console, and oh my, it was awesome.
I think my second computer was I bought a Sony Trinitron
Reactor online.
display.
Okay. Sensors online.
It was like a 16-inch or something like that.
All systems
maybe a 17-inch. It was really nice.
Coming in. Capture and hold the resource.
I remember way back in, I guess it was 79 or whatnot.
Kind of quiz. What do you want to do?
You use your TV and it like channel 3 or 4, and you had a tape deck. Your cassette tape was your drive, where you kept your software.
Oh yeah, Commodore PET did that, and the Commodore 64 and the Commodore VIC-20 did that at first.
And
we have Gamma.
The Apples did that too.
Yeah, you could do I think Commodore PET had a 5 1/4-inch floppy you could put on it.
Oh yeah, you could get the 5 1/4-inch floppies, but you know, that
was for fancy people with the money.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember when the
we had on our Commodore 64 we had a floppy drive, but it was it stored a lot more than the Apple one did. So we thought
I remember the Apple IIc.
Oh yeah.
I remember when you could.
Target spotted.
We got this 20 megabyte hard drive.
That's what they did.
It was like $2,000.
I remember selling a 5 megabyte
Target spotted.
hard drive for
That kid got the gold
$5,000 when I was
Target spotted.
selling computers at a computer store.
But I mean, there was this 20 megabyte hard drive for the Apple, and it was 2C,
Target
Yeah.
spotted.
or the
Target
2E,
spotted.
and
Target
they were like
spotted.
$2,000 for the
I
thing.
think
Yeah,
there's a
super
light under
expensive.
the tech side.
And it wasn't
Target
gigabytes,
spotted.
it was megabytes.
No, yeah, 20
Target
megabytes.
Yeah.
It was like, whoa.
Yeah, just crazy.
And we got a 150 baud modem.
Target
Oh, man.
spotted.
We was in there.
Did you guys get after them?
150 baud modem. Wow.
I have a 256 gig thumb drive that's literally smaller than my thumb. It's half the size of my
Target spotted.
thumb. And it was
They have a lot of land.
it was $34.
Dead?
Thanks.
You mean a USB stick?
Yeah, just a little. It's a USB stick.
Yeah, that's recently. You know.
Yeah, just
Target
last week.
spotted.
Yeah. Oh heck, I've got a bunch of 64
Target
gigs
spotted.
around here. 16 gigs, you know.
Yeah,
You pick them up, you know, like 16 to 64 gigabyte USB sticks now. I pick them up by the 3-pack or 6-pack or whatever for like 10
Did it?
to 15, 20
Tied
bucks.
up?
Tito,
Target acquired.
Target
I mean, I
spotted.
got to, let's see, what size are these things?
I'm gonna die quickly again. I can just
What's on the left shoulder?
Now, I got a couple of 16
Like the warning
gigs still,
about the
the 8
shark?
datas. They're still in the, they're still in their little
Target
packaging.
spotted.
This must be McFish's fault, right? McFish?
I've still got a couple of those things laying around, but you know, sometimes people bring me their old
The enemy is at
Old,
25%.
Airstrike online.
floppy disk. You know, like, can you get the
Target
stuff off
spotted.
these? And like, I keep an older
Target
rig
spotted.
laying around just so I can do that. You know,
Left torso critical
that
damage.
has a floppy drive on
Center
it.
torso critical damage.
Pretty
Running out of
fast
mech,
long.
guys. Coming off the deck.
I'm
Or
down.
they'll bring me the CDs and stuff. Hey,
262. I'm just really rocking this baby.
and that's going to our left.
oh my.
Go
What are you
6
doing?
quarter
Just
incoming,
standing there
go
getting
7.
tore up by lights or
Airstrike
something?
online.
Now I'm getting torn up by assaults and lights
Target
combined.
The G7, G6 line has a lot of friends. Not so friendly though.
Let me guess, you're not moving and shooting.
I
You're
am
just
moving
kind
and shooting. I'm
Target
just
spotted.
getting face tanked by some big mechs that are persistent.
Halfway to victory. We need to keep holding on
And
to our resources.
let me guess, you've
It's
got
just
crap
bad
on-
positioning. That's what it is.
Target
Bad
spotted.
positioning and no armor.
I have armor, it's just bad positioning.
Okay.
It's like I'm a bad pilot. I don't know where to use these things very well.
Target
Airstrike
spotted.
online.
I think I've found the problem. I've done a lot of research and testing, and I've found the problem, and I'm it.
Operator error.
Target
Operator
spotted.
error. Yep.
Well, yeah. I understand that one. I had that issue
Left
a lot
torso
myself.
critical damage.
Target spotted.
That's one of my big issues.
You know, the MRMs are really fun to run. I should get in. Since I'm dying, I
Target
might as well
spotted.
do something that's fun to shoot.
MRM, MERMs.
This
Two
guy's in
little
an
merm.
Atlas with a
Target spotted.
MRM 30 and an MRM 40 and an AC 20. So it's got an alpha of
Target
80.
spotted.
Warning, incoming missile.
Yeah.
Not a lot of heat.
Well, a 20 and a 40. I mean, you know,
Left arm critical damage.
AC
Target
20,
spotted.
Ultra 20 and a MRM 40. You know,
Left torso
Target spotted.
that's a nice
destroyed.
pinpoint damage for the
Left arm
Ultra, but
destroyed.
the MRM's just
MRM
it's just
destroyed.
all over the place.
Yeah, but he's close range, so it's pretty tight
Thanks.
spread.
Target spotted.
Even at close range, an MRM is a shotgun.
Yeah, no, I know, but they're fun to
Target
shoot.
spotted.
It would have hit everything,
Center torso critical damage.
and you'll probably
Warning,
miss 10
incoming missile.
even at blank range.
Yeah,
But
Almost there. One
like
final push.
that's that many different chances to get score hits and
Hostiles have collected
critical
50%
damage.
of
And you
their
still miss
resources.
Target
Capture
acquired.
resource points from them
Target
to
spotted.
stop the bleeding.
or actually winning.
Cool. Are you still in the fight?
No. I
You gotta
died.
stop doing that, Dart.
I died due to operator error.
What's the
Gathered
right?
enough resources.
Very nice,
This
very
trial will
nice.
provide us huge
Well played,
technical
bud.
benefits.
Well, hey, look at it this way.
Stay moist.
Thanks for the drop, you guys.
You've been a target for all those people.
Thanks
I know
for the carry.
I helped them skill up, right?
Well, no, you being the target for all those folks allowed the rest of your team to shoot them.
That's true, but I died pretty soon, so they got onto the other people right away. I wasn't, the target or the diversion for very long.
Uh-huh.
Swarmy got 2 kills.
We'll see. You let
Everyone
Swarmy get...
40s has a bit of ghost heat on the alphas, I think. Definitely manageable. Yeah, maybe I'll get in that Hellbringer, not the Hellbringer, the Hunchy that McFish gave me has a lot of MRMs on it, but I don't hide well enough to keep my armor lasting very long because there's not much armor. Let me switch it over here, though.
I tell you what, I'll go ahead and
I know what I want. I want to get it.
Once that stuff gets done.
I want to get into the Marauder.
You getting into a 2C or are you getting into a regular Marauder?
I'm getting into, I think if I can find it, it's the one that...
Or how about just Marauder?
What's the
2?
one that Corsair runs? It's got Gauss and maybe PPCs.
Then that's a 2C. That's going to be the Marauder 4L.
Not the AL.
No. I think
4L. There you go. That's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mine looks good, but I don't play it very well. Corsair's been wrecking with it.
Let's take that one.
All right, here we go. Oops.
We don't like oops.
So I was going to ask anybody here, how many of you guys are up for doing comp this year?
I'll do comp. When does it start?
We can start making teams tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Tuesday. And then it starts, the actual matches start, we'd probably start dropping and kind of trying to practice a little bit now and then before this. But the actual first comp matches start August 17th. They go through till October 1st, so a month and a half. And they're on Thursday nights and Saturday nights. And I don't know if I can do Saturday night. I don't know if I can do Thursday nights yet or not.
Did you say August?
August 17th through September 1st. So 6 weeks, basically, which would be 12 nights of comp.
Where do you get 6 weeks?
I'm guessing. I didn't look at the calendar, but the 17th is about halfway into the month, and then it ends at the end of September on October 1st.
I thought you said September 1st.
So I know.
Did I say September 1st? I meant...
said August.
I said August 17th. I thought to October 1st is what I said.
Yeah,
that's what I tried to say.
That is what you said.
Okay.
Yeah. Said September 1st.
No, he said October 1st.
October 1st
Okay.
through September.
Anyway,
October through September.
I know that I can do the Thursday nights.
October 17th through
depends.
September to October 1st. Does that make better sense?
August 17th through October 1st. Okay.
Yes. And I don't know if that's exactly 6 weeks or if it's close, but
That's approximately 6 weeks.
somewhere in there, right?
So, as I was trying to tell you,
Okay,
Doug,
go ahead.
I know I can do Thursdays. Depending on the Saturday, it'll be iffy. I may or may not be home because during September and October, I usually go to Renaissance fairs.
Okay.
So but I can try and make a couple of them depending on what time of day they are and if I'm
Right.
here or not.
I was thinking we do it from 7 to 9 for the actual comp time.
PM?
PM Pacific time.
Okay. Yeah, I should be able to do that.
Because then I have to quit at 9 or 9:15 so that I can come down and keep Effie up for a couple hours so Jennifer can go to bed and start her sleep time.
Okay.
So I'm kind of working around that, but I'm not sure if I can really do it on Thursdays because that's our only night where we don't have Effie, that we don't have to worry about her. So that's kind of like our date night now. So I kind of need to find out if Jennifer's up for that for 6 weeks, or even if I only do 4 of them instead of 6 of those Saturdays. I can always do the Thursdays. I mean, I can always do the Saturdays. I can't probably always do
the Thursdays.
Yeah. And we can have 12 people on the team once it's finalized, and it's 8v8, so you can have 4 alternatives. So if I can't make some, other people could fill in, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I've still got to get a final from Jennifer, a final nod from her, if it's okay. Okay, now, if I was...
harvest. It depends on what's being harvested and what has to be done.
Okay. Buddy. I need to... Oh, Crimson, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to... Let me get into it. I don't know where... Hang on, Crimson, I'll get back to you. I don't know where Corsair would go with this mech, but he always goes and finds some place to snipe, and I have no idea where I should be going to do that with this, so this could be a disaster.
High ground, open area, sneak behind some mountain or some obstacle.
Yeah, but we're rotating, so that makes it harder to know what to do.
What man?
Target spotted.
I'm in this dual Gauss, dual ERPPC build.
Okay, what's that got to do
with
the
morgue?
What's it got to do with what?
Well, if you position yourself in a long distance shot range, so on top of one of the hills, you should be pretty okay.
I'm just trying to figure out where they're going so I can kind of get to that area. I'm just going to follow them, obviously, until that, but I don't want to get rotated on and be the only guy because I stayed behind or something like that, and I can't get ahead of our team, so I guess I just have to follow. I'm in a Marauder gunfighter, and they're already shooting me.
Just snipe once. Just try your best to snipe once, and then move on with the team. Snipe once, move on, snipe, move, snipe, move. Keep on doing that, and you'll be fine.
Okay, so
again,
I'm running.
What mech? Why does your mech have to do with the map?
Why does it have to do with the map?
Yeah, what map are you on?
Oh, well, I'm on the big snow polar map.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
Target spotted. Target spotted.
yeah, that could be scattered over.
I'm just trying to figure out if there's a good. I know there's no. I'm not sure where to go with it. Basically, it's a positioning question. Anyway, Crimson, I wanted to tell you. I hope we didn't
6 Echo 7 now.
give you too hard a time last night with the crayfish. We were just goofing off, and I hope you didn't take offense.
Target spotted. Need assistance.
I apologize.
Echo 7, Echo 7.
Crimson's gone. Great. Now I gotta find
Target
him.
spotted. Need assistance.
Is there one over here? Oh, here you go.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Well, I'm almost dead already,
Spotted.
so things are going as planned. No sniping here.
We're experiencing some losses.
Just a
Don't get
slugfest.
sloppy out there.
Left torso critical damage. Left arm critical damage.
Need
Right
assistance.
torso critical damage.
Dead. They sure got to us fast. Well, I was terrible in that mech. There we go.
Heat level
Oh gosh,
critical.
look, they're right where I
I'll
said
take
they were.
compensation for my suffering under loading.
What a surprise.
What a passive-aggressive person.
Oh, I know, right? Fucking tell me about it.
They killed me now. They can't stop the scene.
New target acquired. UAV activated.
Crimson, come back. I need to apologize better.
Oh gosh, we almost have it.
Effie's snoring up a storm. Well, that was a rout. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it sure hurt. Thanks for the drop, guys.
That didn't go well.
So just an FYI, Dark, you should be engaging with that mech at 800
I know,
meters
but they were
and
just
further.
right there on me. I couldn't get away from them.
Yeah, but you moved up.
I was trying to catch up with my team. I was at the tail end.
Don't catch up with anybody. Stay away from us.
But I couldn't.
Die alone.
What would I do? I mean, where would I go? Because there was 3 of them behind me, and there was 3 of them
So
in front
you
of
know
me.
where you know where we
was
dropped
at the
at?
tail end of the team.
Do you know where we dropped at?
Yeah, just stay there.
Go left, get a good sight line across the valley, stay on that side, and snipe across.
But wouldn't they have found me and got me as they came around to get us? Because they came around from that side, didn't they? Or did they come the other way? I guess I don't know which way they came from.
No, they came straight across. They They didn't NASCAR. They came straight at us.
Okay.
Because when I whipped around on them, they were all near their drop area and just literally going, okay, it looks like it's lunchtime.
Okay. So I could have stayed across the whole ridge there and shot across the
absolutely.
valley.
I'm going to soak up some tonnage if that's okay.
I was going to go to MRM. Maybe I will, because this was a disaster.
I am going to go to bed.
Everything I
Good
did
night,
ends a
everybody.
disaster tonight.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Thanks for the drops. See you tomorrow morning at 9.
Maybe. I don't know.
Pizza. Pizza. Okay, so this is all bad. Is it this baby? SRM 6s? Yeah, it's probably this baby right here. Alright, this will get me down into tier 3 tonight. At least we will have accomplished that.
Oh, the 4 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll get you some lower tier.
Yeah, the government's probably at fault. Hey, 50.
Okay.
I probably have to go to bed for this too, because I've got people coming early.
Cleans up my knitting supplies.
And that'll put me into tier 3. Yeah, well, my work won't be done here.
Yeah.
I was in tier 6. I invented tier 6. I was in tier 6 for a year and a half. Couldn't move the first dot on the pipometer. Come on, let's get a match. One more place. One more time to humiliate myself on my stream.
Oh, it can't be that bad, Dark. Come on.
It's been bad lately. I don't care though. It's like this is such a cool game. Get to ride mechs, drive them around, shoot things, stomp on things. Come on, little search engine. So the Gen 14 Pentium's coming out in October, maybe. When will they be available? First quarter of next year?
Gen 14.
Trying to decide how long I want to wait to upgrade my system.
That's an interesting question, Dart, because if I understand correctly, your machine should have been upgraded about a decade ago.
It was upgraded a decade ago, just not since. Yeah, that's about correct. Yeah, I think it's about 10 years old now, coming right up.
Well, how much do you want to spend?
I'm probably gonna have to spend $5,000 for what I need. I'll get a 4090 and I'll probably get 64 gigs of memory or more, and I'll want some 7200 speed SSDs, M.2s, and maybe a 4 terabyte boot drive, but at least I've got a 2 terabyte I could use, but
not
of the newer style.
M.2s. The thing you just spat out about $7,200 or 7,200 RPM M.2s.
No, not RPM. 7,200 megabits per second transfer speed on the memory.
Okay, so that's
and
most
on the
of them now.
The M.2s are not all that fast. Most of them are 36, I think.
I mean, are you going to really need that much horsepower?
Yes, because when I crunch music videos that have 60 streams of 1080p video, and
how long does that take you to do now?
17 hours for one scene of 3.5 minutes long, and it could be about 2 hours on a good, newer machine.
So even if you don't have that giant bandwidth, you're still going to crunch videos at somewhere in the range of probably 5 hours. So you're going to be looking at a third of a reduction, or 2/3 of a reduction.
It'll probably be better than that because I was pulling that stuff off of a hard drive, and I had compressed the videos down to 1080p from 4K, which is great. In fact, on the ones that I didn't need it, I was crunching them down to 720 because they were never going to be big. So if I was pulling all that data off of faster SSDs, that would help a lot. And the newer 4090s and the CPUs have, the 4090s have dual encoding chips on them for encoding video, and DaVinci Resolve takes advantage of those. So it will be more than just the compression alone. If it was at the same speed as my 1080 Ti would be more than twice as fast. So
then what you're going to need is a compatible CPU and motherboard with the graphics card you want. And that's going to be your main budget, but it's not going to be $5,000. You don't have to spend $5,000. You can get a lot of reduction in your time for rendering and video editing for a lot less than $5,000, because I built my machine for $1,200, and it's got an i7 12th gen i7. It's got 32 gigs of memory. It's got a 2070 Super, and I have 4 drives hooked up to it. I have an SSD for the OS, and then I have just a bunch of storage arrays.
Yeah, I have a drive array, direct attach redundant drive storage device, and I store all my raw footage and my video, and it's fast enough I can edit off of that, even with multiple things. But when there's that many streams, it's faster to come off of an SSD. But underloading. Why would you crunch a music video? So when you're editing a music video, whether it's just a single person or if it's a choir where you have lots of faces on the screen, you have your raw footage, and that either has to be, it always has to be, unless you're shooting raw, which I don't because it's just not worth it for what I'm doing. That has to be decompressed to be displayed, and then you have to, when you're going to render it, when you're all done doing your editing, you have to encode it. So I'm saying crunching, I'm talking about encoding it into an MP4 or an MP5. MP4, sorry, my brain's freezing up, 462 or 465 codec. or QuickTime or whatever you're going to do. That's just a wrapper for either of those codecs, basically. And that takes a lot of horsepower CPU-wise, or it takes a lot of horsepower GPU-wise. The newer GPUs have dual encoding blocks in them, chips that are dedicated just to encoding video. And so you're taking all of that 4K resolution and 30 frames per second or 24p or whatever you're shooting at or rendering out at, 60 frames per second. I normally do music videos at 24p because it looks a little more movie-like, cinematic feel with that slower frame rate. But that takes a lot of horsepower, and the CPUs have the ability to do some coding. DaVinci Resolve is one of the few video editing packages that fully uses the encoding on the graphics card. A lot of them don't. So it'll usually encode in 1/2 the time that another like like Premiere would do or something like that. But when you've got these massive files, I mean, hundreds and hundreds, 200-300 gigs worth of video that you're combining together and then encoding it out to a single file, it's a huge amount of data that you're processing. And then encoding by, you're basically looking at each frame, and you're looking at the difference between the next frame, and you're saying, well, I don't need this, but I got to encode that, and then we're going to pass this forward to the next frame, and you do the same and do the same, and then you compress them as you go. It just takes a lot of crunching. So if I'm doing...
It's frame removal.
Well, it's content passing, I guess would be a good way to describe it. So for someone who doesn't necessarily know what's going on, motion JPEG uses pixels that are moving across the screen, and it'll kind of keep those into the next frame instead of encoding them into the next frame. It'll say, oh, use this from that frame and use it here, and then we'll fill in the stuff that you're missing. It gets pretty crazy. But my point is, all that to say, when you're working on a music video that's 3.5 minutes long, and you have 12 different layouts, each one of those layouts can take anywhere from 4 to 17 hours to render. And then if you have to make a change, you have to re-render that entire scene, which could take another 4 hours or 17 hours. And so you always have to make a change. You're always tweaking something. And so if you set up 3 or 4 of these renders and go to bed, you wake up and it's not even half done, right? So you do a lot of things to try to streamline your process, but at the end of the day, you want to have more speed no matter what. And I won't be upgrading this for probably 10 more years. And 8K's kind of coming down the pipe. So I need to spec it enough to handle current 4K workloads of what I do, as well as 6K or 5K or whatever you want to, jump to next, but 8K's coming. I'll probably never shoot 8K, and I probably don't care. But I will be doing more videos that require lots of scenery all combined together, which is really taxing. Like, for example, I was talking to a guy who works down in Hollywood about doing this same sort of thing with my machine, saying, man, how do you do this? And he said, how do you do this? We would never take a job like that. We couldn't do it. And I said, well, I just have to wait. he said we actually wouldn't take that job. It's too time intensive with the gear we have, and we have $30,000 boxes, and because the customer couldn't pay for it. And I do it as much for fun and a little bit of bucks like that I can use to then upgrade my computer and to help these organizations and stuff. But it's one thing to make a music video that might have 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 video layers that I'm moving between and editing between, and sometimes I'm overlapping and dissolving between them or combining them, right? That's pretty easy, and I can do that on my machine without too much hassle. But when you've got 60 of them, it's another universe. So making that kind of a music video is not at all like, oh, I'm assembling my video together and it's always just one section or another, and it's a clean cut or a quick dissolve or something. So when I do one that's like, for one of the choirs that I did, you don't necessarily know what scene, what layout you want to use where all the way through. And it's actually faster to build a layout that has the different faces in different places on your grid, different grid sizes and shapes and stuff like that, that showcase like when the altos are singing, one that showcases when the sopranos are singing, one for the tenors, one for the baritones, one where it's two-part guys and girls, one where it's everybody together, one where it's an alternate of that so you don't get bored if you have to have them, through a time, one where a solo or a small section is featured. So you might have 12 or 13 different layouts. And then once you render those out, then you go back and pull those in and you lay those out as 12 different video streams that you start cutting between and dissolving between. And that's the fastest way I know to do it, because then you're not trying to figure it out on the fly, and you have your basic plates done and you swap between plates. And to the regular viewer, they're not even going to think anything about all that. They'll just think, oh, that's so smooth and nice. And then you're free to change your scenes as needed on the fly in the video to match what's going on musically. And so rendering the whole plate out is the best way to do it, because it doesn't, you've got so much data already with all the individual things. Rendering out 12 streams of just 4K video is nothing. Does that answer your question?
I think we have lots of range.
I have range. I don't have range. Oh, I do have range.
Airstrike
I remember
online.
30s. So my sequences change. So I might go flip back and forth between scenes and other scenes. Like one of the videos I did took over 200 hours. And I'm actually good and efficient at what I do, but I spent a lot of time waiting for my machine.
Anybody have any movement?
Target spotted.
That an airstrike in Delta 4.
Okay, I wonder if I'm going to stay alive at all in this. This will be interesting.
We'll see.
Target spotted.
Yeah, we will. Oh.
Target spotted.
Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
I feel like I just need to wait a minute until I can get a shot in here.
Target spotted.
Bunch
Yeah,
of
go
mad
for it.
lads. Bunch of mad
Target
lads over
spotted.
here.
Airstrike online. Level
Target
critical.
spotted.
Marker CTF.
Well, I shut down. What's that? That's good. It's always good.
Target
This thing
destroyed.
gets hotter than I remember.
Warning incoming.
And I'm
missile.
stuck because there's a mech.
Center torso critical
assistance.
damage. Heat level critical. Heat sink
Behind me.
destroyed.
Target
That's
spotted.
one.
Wow, I'm
ready
down to
damage.
47%.
Need assistance.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
I feel like I could have done so much better if I hadn't just been stuck there.
Coming around behind us. Keep moving forward.
For all of them to shoot at me.
Target spotted. Need assistance.
Come on.
Airstrike
We're experiencing
online.
some losses. Don't
Target
get sloppy out
destroyed.
there.
There we go.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
Target acquired.
You want to flip around? Go back the other way because they're coming behind us.
I know, go. Keep going around the other way.
Yeah, they're taking a stand here. We might as well help them.
Need assistance.
Okay.
I mean, it's probably a bad life choice, but I thought of it.
Target spotted.
MRM ammo at 25%.
Target spotted.
Right torso. Critical
Target
damage.
spotted.
Heat sink destroyed.
The enemies are half depleted. Keep
Target
pushing.
spotted.
We've lost half our force. We can't lose any more soldiers.
Come on. Not a very good shot with these, am I?
Target spotted. Need assistance.
Critical damage. Left leg critical damage. Heat sink destroyed.
That was
Spotted.
oh, dirty dog.
MRM.
Got me. Felt that one coming.
We've taken critical
452.
losses. We
It's
need
not
you to
horrible.
pull through.
Soaked up a lot of damage.
Artillery strike online. Left torso.
Oop, there I go.
I'm afraid that we are going to die. Potato crunch.
Destroyed.
It's crunch time.
Center torso critical damage.
271. It's not too
Come
bad.
in. Control the surface. Can anyone read?
We died.
Oh yeah, that's
Peeking on multiple mechs in the center was a fast way to die. I have optimized my death and dying opportunities, I feel like.
You're not wrong.
No, I mean, you don't render multiple videos at the same time. Yes, I set them up to go in sequence. Yes, so I'll set up a plate that has 20 kids on it, and then a plate that has another, and for the full 3 minutes and 56 seconds or whatever the video length is, and then another one that has 13 kids, and another one that has 56, and another that has 25 or something like that. So then I'll set those up. I'll go to bed thinking it's only going to take, I'll wake up in the morning and continue on, and it won't be done till the next day around 6 o'clock at night. So it'll take nearly, 18 hours for it to finish. The one frame, the one plate. So it might have gotten the other ones done before it, and then it's still grinding on that 56 one. And then I got to wait I can cancel them if I want, but I don't want to cancel that one. So the big one can take 17, 18 hours. And it has 56 video streams into that one plate. I'm not running multiple video projects. It's the same project, and I'm just using different layouts. And in DaVinci Resolve, you can set up different layouts and literally tab between the layouts, and then you can set those up to render. It only renders that one setup, and then it switches and runs the next setup. So you're not trying to play those all. I could never play them all back. I can only play back on my machine about 4K streams. And if I do 5, it starts to really stutter and skip frames and stuff like that. So I certainly couldn't play, even at 1080p, I couldn't play back more than probably 10. And not even that, I'm sure. And it's not just an issue of the CPU being able to handle it. It's more an issue of getting it off your hard drive. And even with a fast hard drive, you need multiple drives. So I have a drive array, and then it becomes too hard for even that. And you're better to have it on a RAM drive that can pull huge amounts of data fast. I have 32 gigs of memory, which is enough, but 64 would be better, obviously. And it's basically just pulling massive amounts off your storage, and then setting up that frame, rendering the frame, pulling the massive amounts of data again, setting up that frame. And it's remarkably good at it. 10 years ago, DaVinci Resolve, I don't think existed other than as a coloring program to color grade movies and film and TV shows. And then they started editing features. Well, Premiere Pro would have probably crashed and burned on it. No, I don't monitor my RAM. DaVinci is, I don't have to worry about it. DaVinci takes care of it. It doesn't matter. For the performance I'm getting out of my 10-year-old system is fine. It's just a behemoth amount of data. 32 gigs is fine for that. It would be better to have a 64, sure, but it's been fine. Because I'm already using, so DaVinci makes proxy files, so it makes smaller version files where it can for editing for your editing, but when it goes to render, it goes and pulls the original files, and it doesn't pull. Yeah, go ahead.
You honestly, like, listening to the stuff you're doing, you may be better off just building a server and having the server crunch away at it.
The server, I could set up, like DaVinci allows, you can have render farms, right? So you could have multiple, but I'd have to buy multiple high-end PCs. If I had an office where I had other people that were working on high-end PCs, we could share our rendering power, but I don't have that. I've got me. And
Which is why
I don't have enough money to buy two 3090s, right? I can't afford that. It's not really feasible.
Okay, but Dark, that doesn't answer the thing that I was telling you, that you may need to look at buying a server, because you can condition the server to run everything you're trying to do all on its own. So you would basically use that server as a virtual system on your system. So you would dial into it using remote, and then you can do everything on it and let it start its render. And because servers are really great at sequential number crunching, you basically do everything you're going to do, set it to go, and then close that window or put it down, or however you want to do it, and just let it go by itself. And you can hook 3090s into servers, and they will be powered so that you can use the extra horsepower.
I'm like a small-time shop. I can't put multiple 3090s anywhere. I can afford to buy.
Who's talking about putting multiple 3090s?
I can afford to buy one 3090.
Okay, but who's talking about multiple 3090s?
Well, in order to save time, right?
Servers come with 2 CPUs.
Yeah, the 3090 crunches faster than any CPUs that I'm aware of for encoding video.
But the whole thing is you have 2 CPUs that are handling the workload with the 3090. You only need one 3090. You don't need a bunch of them in the same case.
But I want the 3090 in my own machine. So when I'm doing 3D work, or if I'm doing music production, or if I'm playing Mechwarrior or whatever,
okay, but you can get away with like a 2070
in my own machine,
Super,
and I don't
which
want to
is
have
a
to
lot
tether
cheaper
across a slow network connection, relatively slow, to a server that has my 3090 in it. That's not the topology that you would set up a render farm for doing video encoding.
Again, you could have the server handle all of that topology for your video, and you can do any of the 3D or sound editing on your machine, and you can get away with a lower grade card like a 2070 or 2080, which are much cheaper, and you're still going to be able to do 90% to 95%.
A 2080.
A
3080 is half as fast as a 3090 in DaVinci Resolve for encoding your videos. Half as fast.
Okay.
So one 3090 is faster than two 3080s. And a 4090 is twice as fast again. So they'll be about 6 to 8 times faster than what I've got now.
Okay.
Just the GPU, right? And then having a faster CPU and memory and SSD and bandwidth will make things be faster still, because there won't be that bottleneck too. So I don't see I have to pay a pretty high license in order to do a a render farm, and I don't want to set up a server, period. That's not something I want to bother doing. I just want my main machine to be strong enough and fast enough to do what I want it to do, because I'm only going to have one machine. I don't want to have a server. And it won't be faster.
Okay.
I mean, it
Never
would
mind.
be, it would
No,
be,
no, no.
it would be
Never
faster
mind.
if I set it up to
Never
just
mind.
do that, but
Never
it won't
mind.
be faster for day-to-day editing when I'm
It's
working
okay.
on that
Never mind.
narrow straw over to the server for editing my videos for the editing. So overall, most of your time's editing, the least amount of time you spend is the rendering. This would speed up all my editing and my rendering, and if I went off to a server for my editing, that would slow it down. So it's just not a good way to do it for video editing. If it's simple video editing, then I can get by with what I have now. I don't even need to upgrade my computer. I can, like I said, I've shot all of Jessica's videos or other people's videos that I've done on this have been fine, and I'm able to work with those. Go ahead.
You have bludgeoned me with your point. Thank you.
Didn't mean to hurt you at all.
Can we continue?
I don't know. I had a Mech of Death, but I have to go to bed. Who dropped the Mech of Death?
I don't know.
McFish probably did. Yes.
Yeah.
McFish. What's the McFish? I don't. Can I go to bed? I have people coming tomorrow, early. Can I do it tomorrow night? Thank you. No, I can't. It'd be Wednesday night. What's the Mech of Death, McFish? I don't see it there. I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow next time. I'm sorry. It's just late. I can't drop it. I gotta go to bed. Okay, sorry everybody. We got a little bit crazy there, but it's all good. All good in love and war and fun and games. Besides, I have to have faster frame rate so I can kill mechs better. That's what it really comes down to. But I didn't want to admit that on the stream, Valen. But you know deep down that's all that really matters.
That's not going to help your gameplay any, but hey, dreams are dreams.
I know. Dreams are dreams. All right, everybody, thanks so much for the drops. And in the stream, thanks for hanging out and chatting. And I don't know what I'm going to do about whether I just bite in the fall when the prices are going down, or wait till the spring and then wait again, because then the prices will be cheaper later, right? Right. Frames per second, more frames per second equals more damage per second. Absolutely underloading. I think that's totally correct. Until next time, this has been Ghostlands, your favorite place to waste the most important moments of your life, including tech talk that goes round and round and ultimately doesn't mean anything. I'm your host and guide, Dark Marauder. See you guys later. Bye. Thanks, Phelan. Thanks, McFish. Yep. Always a pleasure. Always an honor. Any mech is fine. Okay, I'll do it next time. Underloading, buy you the 3090. I need a 4090 and get some RAM and drop. I could set you up as my server, and I just set up a slow, maybe a modem between the two. Right? That'd be great. You can use my 3090 if we drop. I didn't even see that, McFish. Please just drop. Yeah, usually RAM is the bottleneck until you get to that many videos, and then you've got to pull them off a hard drive array somewhere, and then having more RAM. But I couldn't even put all the RAM. I'd have to have 512 gigs of RAM and still have swap file space and stuff. I got to turn this off. Bye.